All right, so before we learn the vowels, we have like a very easy way to memorize them. And it's actually the principle behind the creation of vowels. So essentially, what it's saying is that all vowels are created as a combination of heaven, human, and earth. So heaven, which is the sky, the sky is really like round. So it's represented as like a dot. And then since humans are standing, it's represented as a vertical line. And then since Earth is flat, it's represented as a horizontal line. And then you create the vowels as a combination of the three. All right, so simple vowels. The vertical ones, which is equivalent to the humans. So this is the basic vertical vowel, the E. This is pronounced as E, as in a tree, E. And then if you add a dot into the left part and you connect that into a line, that's all, as in like sun, all. And if you put a dot on the right side, that's ah. So just like a in Spanish, like ah. And if you put two dots on the left side, that makes it a y'all, yeah. And if you put two dots on the right side, that's a ya. So notice how I just added the Y part on the above two simple vowels. So just the two dots, it just means adding the Y sound to the previous ones. And the same goes for the horizontal one, which represents just soil, the ground. This is a basic one. This is kind of hard to pronounce. It's so as in like Roblox, like oof sound. It's kind of similar like yeah. And over here, if you add it on top of that, that's o, and it's really like not the o sound, but more like make your lips like more round, and you can have the o, or just like the Spanish o, like this. It's kind of similar. And if you put a dot beneath it, that's u. So u, but also I use the Spanish analogy. It's a very strong u. Like it's not like you or anything like that. It's a very strong u. Um, and if you had two dots, that's you. So it's basically adding a y again to that one. If you had two dots on top of that, that's yo. So adding a y on this sound over here. And then I would just connect this for clarity. Yeah, so these are the simple vowels. And the double vowels are a combination of simple vowels. And I don't think I have to go over all of them, but to go over some of them, for example, like ya and e, produce if you combine these two sounds, they make like yay. So if you say this aloud, like yeah, 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 like a million times, it becomes like yay. And the same thing for like the other vowels over here. For example, like that's oo, that's e, and if you combine we, it becomes we. The same thing for like ooh a, that becomes way. Ooh all becomes wool. So, and they have like a very similar pronunciation in English, but these are just for like reference